What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm going into a fairly big rummage sale. I'm going to look for things I can buy and sell, anything cool. And I come over here because, I'm looking for video games. Mostly want to make sure I get anything good over here. But I start seeing these bags of Legos, $8 a bag. I'm like, oh, I should probably buy these. That's a pretty good deal. So I'm grabbing them here, and there's a lot of bags in here. I wasn't aware there was so many when I first started grabbing them, but at $8 a bag, I'm taking them because you just don't see this kind of stuff this cheap very often. And of course, as always, I pick up the most heavy thing first. 25 pounds of Lego, and I'm like, well, I gotta haul this around now. Eventually, I just take it up to the desk and let it sit there. And I see some board games I'm kind of interested in. I didn't want to grab like the Tripoli there just because I bought some recently. I do end up picking it up later, though. I just want to look for better stuff. And I don't even need to be at this rummage sale. It's not like I'm struggling to find stuff to sell. I got a lot of stuff I'm still needing to list. It's just I don't want to miss these, and they're extremely fun to go to. I say that, but I always buy like just random things that I'm not going to make a whole lot of money on. And I do want to make it worth my time, so I pick up some stuff I can sell also. And yeah, I just wish I could be everywhere at once, right? Because good clothing, good shoes, toys, and when the people start coming in, it's just hard to look around. I'm not going to try to squeeze in there. I'm just kind of looking to see if I see anything that really stands out to me. But I'm like, I better head over to the shoes because I know they put them in this hallway, and it just becomes way too crazy to try to look at shoes once all the people get in. And yeah, there's a lot of shoes here, and I've scored here before. Got some great shoe deals. Here's some Adidas shoes I see. I'm like, you know what? These are pretty nice. And yeah, sure enough, they were. I believe the shoes here were $2. The rummage sale the previous day I went to, all the shoes were $1. Got some great finds there. I see some boots. I see all kinds of decent looking shoes. I'm looking for things I can make a bit more money on. Name brand, Nikes, Jordans, anything like that. And I see a couple pair of Nikes here, but they're not anything great. I recognize them as being just kind of basic Nikes that maybe sell for $20, $25. Still, at $2, they're worth picking up. And yeah, I'm looking for good condition shoes as well. That's a factor I look into. I don't want to clean any $20 pairs of shoes. I see these really clean, nice looking shoes I put in there. Also, got people just grabbing up the shoes, and sure, at $2 you could buy a lot more and make maybe $10 on the pairs of shoes there. I just got so many to list. I'm not interested in that. Just trying to pick a few of the better ones. I'm just trying to go through. Like, I had about 30, almost 40 minutes of coverage, I think. And yeah, I set my bag down there, get my hands free, not carry that heavy bag. But yeah, it's just a lot of editing, a lot of waiting for people to move out of the way, that kind of thing. So condensed it down so everyone's not like, oh, geez, 40 minutes of this. But I was looking at those boots. It says made in China. Not really worth picking up. Looking at the media some more here to see if I see any games, anything special. Hands down, not a great game. And I see a couple things I want here, and I start moving them. Here's the Tripoli. I'm like, well, I guess I'll take that now. Board games were $2. And this lady here was digging for something. I wanted this sealed, what is it? Win, lose, or draw, which I've sold before. And I see finally what she was going for, and it's 2 Lord of the Rings Risk games, which are pretty good. I actually just recently sold one on Amazon for $50. So I did not get those, had no idea they were there, of course. That's why you have to dig and move things at rummage sales. Come over here, put my stuff down while I can, and go back to an area. The electronics, which I'm just now getting around to. Got a Amazon device there, and $5. It's a fair price. Didn't really want to pick it up. Resale value, not great on those. Some smaller electronics and Christmas Village stuff down there, but just kind of a no-name Christmas village items. Look like maybe a Canon scanner there. Some of those flatbed scanners do well on Amazon. You got speakers, not Bose. Not anything that I want to pick up. I do see this though. These are sealed Sony CDRW disc, and I just recently sold some on Amazon for $30. So those were $1. Picked them up. Here's a Switch Lite case, and I'm just making sure there's no switch in there. That would be amazing. It's already open. Someone's probably already checked. Just making sure. I see this Sony remote, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be worth picking up. So decided to grab that, and I'm looking now. I was wondering with that remote, it wasn't really with the unit. I think that right there might be what that remote goes to. I didn't notice it, but I see it was $25, so not even sure I'd want to buy that for $25. Anyway, here's a Sony under the cabinet unit, which I sell these. I also just recently sold one on Amazon, so happy to find another one here. Get the cord. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty good haul so far at this Rummage sale. And yeah, what else do we got here? Let's take a look. Here is a KitchenAid mixer, and I see that it's marked works and it's $10. At first I thought it was $100. I'm like, oh, $10. That's going to be worth picking up. Even if it doesn't work, you can sell that stuff for parts and not working at $10. You're going to make money. There's no loss there. So yeah, we take that with us. Kind of surprised it was sitting there that long, honestly, but there it is. And if you are enjoying the video, please hit that like button for me. It really helps the video out. Let me know if you've been in any Rummage sales and are finding anything awesome this year. So we'll go over here and put this on the table. Thank goodness they have these stationary places, right? It'd just be a bit crazy. Go back. It's time to start looking at clothing. Here's the hats, which, you know, I'm late to these as well, but nothing great in here that I'm seeing. I think that was a Pioneer hat, maybe. I can't tell. Somewhat decent. You know, the day before I picked up just an average hat, Green Bay Packers hat. Pioneer hats, some of them do sell. Today I just didn't pick any up. Just depends on the day. There's even, is this the sale? Yeah, this sale had a John Deere hat, which is a newer one. They're all over eBay. They're not worth a lot. Of course, vintage John Deere is huge money. Here is one of those Nerf Mega guns. Sold these before. At $1, I'm picking it up. So yeah, we'll take that. Why not? It's so cheap and you can make money on them. So yeah, I just grabbed it. Come over here to the plush, just looking here. I believe that's the Squishmallows right there on top. I didn't even really notice, like a zombie one. You let me know if that's worth anything. People always tell me to pick them up. All of them that I've ever picked up, like random at a sale like this, they're never worth really any money or worth selling. So I've not had good luck with those, and I don't know what's valuable just by looking at it. However, if I did notice that one, I would have picked it up. I just put my hand on it and didn't even notice. But I did get some other stuff here. I made a few more pass-throughs, and yeah, it ended up being a really good day. Let me show you everything I found today. Here is the Rummage sale haul, and I got some pretty decent items here. Let's start back here with the shoes. I got these Adidas shoes. I believe the shoes at this Rummage sale were like $2. I ended up spending $68 total. These are in pretty good condition, so I picked them up, and they're a little bit rare, so I think I can sell these for about $40, it was looking like. I picked up these Nike shoes here, and I didn't think they were going to be worth a whole lot, but at $2, they're in pretty good condition. I think I'll be able to sell them for $20, $25 for sure though. And then I got these here, which I thought these were going to be really good because I picked up a pair somewhat recently where they had the zip here. They were all black though, and I ended up selling those for like $80 if I remember right. However, these are still looking like $25, $30 maybe. They're in great condition. A little disappointing they're not worth more than that. They're pretty unique. I've never seen any white ones like this anyway. Still, for only having $2 into them, I'll make some good money on these shoes, that's for sure. Just picked up this Nerf gun. I've sold this model before. It should have a tripod that goes on it. I think I have the tripod because I got one of these at a garage sale for $1 and it didn't work. So I just kept the clip and the tripod. Who knows where it is though. Anyway, I paid $1 for this one and I tested it before buying it, at least at, cocks back and fires anyway. So I should be able to sell this for 25, 30 bucks. So having a dollar into it is worth selling. So I got some board games and stuff here. Here's some sealed Sony CDRWs. These were $1. I recently sold some of these on Amazon. I think the exact same. I got a Goodwill and I sold them for $30. So they sell great on Amazon. So I should be able to sell these for about 30 as well. Below it is this win, lose, or draw sealed game. And this is something I've sold new sealed before on Amazon. And I could sell this for about $60 on there. Paid $2 for board games. I did see some other board games go that I wanted. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to everything. Of course, any sealed board game I see at a rummage sale for $2, I'm probably picking it up anyway. Then below it, I got one of these special edition Tripoli games, which I found a couple fairly recently. I don't even remember what they're selling for now. They sell okay on eBay even. On Amazon, it seems like it was $30 or $40, so I just decided to pick it up at $2. So here's a Sony remote, and this is just sitting in the electronics. I came back later and I thought this is a pretty good looking remote, and I paid $1 for this. I got home, I looked it up on Amazon. I was pretty shocked. It was over $100 on there, which I've sold a lot of remotes on Amazon for over $100. So there's a good chance I do get that price. It goes with an internet Blu-ray player, which I'm going to have to review the footage. It might actually have been there. I did see something that I thought was an old internet thing that Sony used to make that's not worth a whole lot, and that could have been it. So I'm not sure. Maybe this went with it. It wasn't taped to anything. It was just sitting on the table, so I grabbed it. Doesn't look like it was worth that much anyway. I probably could have got a little bit of more money if I had the actual Blu-ray player that went with this. But it's one of those situations where the remote is worth, almost as much as the whole thing together. Anyway, I'm going to put this on Amazon for $100, and I can almost guarantee you it will sell at some point. So here's this Netgear thing. I picked this up for $1. I picked it up because about 10 years ago, I bought one of these and I was shocked at how much it was selling for on Amazon. I think it was like $50 or $60. It's not worth that now. Obviously, the prices went down. Chances are I won't even sell this just because I think it was selling for like $12 shipped on eBay. Maybe the one I found years ago was a different model, but prices do change on things. But at $1, I took a gamble on it. So check this out. Everybody seeing me with these Legos was like, you got such a good deal. I'm jealous. Even one of the people running the sale was like, we don't see Lego come through here very often. I ended up getting 5 bags at $8 a piece. There's a significant amount in each bag. So I got $40 into all these Legos. I weighed them. They're 25 pounds. Usually loose Lego like this you can sell by the pound. And of course, everyone knows Lego is just kind of like currency. It's just valuable if you pick it up at the right price. If these were $10 a bag, I don't even know if I would have grabbed them. When I saw they were $8 a bag, I just started grabbing them and they were more and more in the box. I even ended up leaving a bag because I'm like, my bag is just getting too heavy. I'll leave one bag for somebody else and just keep going. Anyway, these, I don't know what time period. I'm thinking they could be 90s, which would make them more valuable. I thought I saw maybe some castle pieces in there, but they did remake some of the castle stuff. To me, they definitely look more vintage. I'll have to look at some of the minifigs in there and see. Of course, some of those can sell for $40, $50 by themselves. When it comes to Lego, there's so many options on how to sell them. I got $40 into these. I could probably list these on Facebook Marketplace for $100, maybe even $150, and they're going to sell by the end of the day. I just make some nice quick cash. I can break them up into 10-pound lots, a 25-pound lot, 5-pound lot, sell them like that, just mixed Lego. Depending on what time period they're from is how much they're going to go for. I think like 10 or 15 pounds could easily sell for $100 with the right Lego. I do think minimum I'm going to make $75 profit on these. It's not that they're big money, but when you're getting them at a decent price, they're just so easy to sell that they're almost always worth picking up. And the rummage sale yesterday I went to had a bag, well, not a bag, it was a little bin of about one of these bags, and they wanted $25 for, and I passed on that. It just wasn't worth it to me. But this is, so here is a blender. When I saw this, I'm like, this is a Vitamix blender, right? Is that the brand? Like, it doesn't sound right when I say it. I think it's the brand Vitamix. They're very high-end blenders. I found a couple in the past. Even found one of the mixing cylinders. What's the word? Pitcher, I guess? I don't know. But I found one of those new and I ended up selling that for over $100. This one is a Healthmaster Living Well, and at $5, I'm like, that's definitely still worth picking up. And it is, and chances are I'm going to part it out for more money. It looked like they were selling for around 75, 80 bucks complete, but you can sell just this part here for around 40, 45, and I think even the base for 40, 45. You get a bit more money, and the reason that kind of stuff happens is because to ship just the whole thing, it would cost a lot more money, and people aren't willing to pay for the unit and the shipping. People consider the shipping part of the price, so it's better just to sell the parts to people who are looking for just the extra parts. It's less shipping, and it just kind of balances out to be a better experience for you because you make more money and they're easier to ship. But I think I'll make some great profit on this unit. Here's one of the Sony under the cabinet mount CD players. If you're familiar with the channel, you've seen me pick up these a lot. I sell them on Amazon for a premium price. I always have the remote and the hardware with them. I have extra remotes and hardware upstairs, luckily. This one was $2. Seems to be in great condition. And I just sold one of these last week on Amazon. I think I sold for $140. Again, anytime they're clean, they're tested, they got the remote and the hardware, I can price them $150 and somebody's going to buy them on Amazon. I think the lowest one right now is $111 on Amazon when I checked, but you know what? I can still come in at $150 and it will sell at some point. I've probably sold a dozen of these for around $150 in the past. On eBay, you can still make money, especially at $2, but you know, since I'm an Amazon seller, I take advantage of the prices when I find items that I can do that with. And then below it is a great find, this KitchenAid mixer. It was $10. Supposedly it works. I even ran into the lady whose mother donated it and she was telling me about all the cakes it had made. But at $10, buying one of these, you still make money regardless. You do not lose because you can sell the mixing bowl, you can sell the attachments, and you can sell the unit for parts. You're still making $30, $40 probably just on the parts of the broken unit, and then the accessories, you're probably making at least another $30 or $40. Selling it like this, in working condition, you're looking at about 150, maybe up to 175, just depending on, you know, how beat up it is. So this is going to be a profitable pickup for me. But there it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.